Oof. Oof, oof, oof. Hello, gang. A little bit of a more relaxed video. I got my glasses, got a big hoodie. For those of you that do not know, May is Mental Health Awareness Month. So I figured I would just do a little chill video talking about mental health and how I deal and all that jazz. Because there's nothing wrong with talking about mental health, and we should get used to it, you know? So I've kind of always struggled with my mental health, like my whole life growing up. Specifically with anxiety. I had really bad social anxiety when I was younger and separation anxiety. And over the years it's gotten a lot better and kind of morphed and manifested into other things. I still have pretty bad social anxiety. But I also really kind of struggle with depression and that kind of side of things, because those two kind of just go hand in hand. Perfect little pair to ruin you. But growing up, it was really around like speaking in front of the class, doing presentations and stuff like that, and now it's more I really struggle going into stores and talking to cashiers, making transactions, talking to new people. Stuff like that is more what I struggle with, and more like day to day what is upsetting to me. I would say it didn't really become like an issue until I turned like 13, and then it was a very big issue. I actually had to be pulled out of school for a little bit. And I basically just kind of like slept for 4 months. I had a really bad depressive episode. But that is when I cut my hair, A, and B, I also started seeing a therapist, which is very beneficial for me, at least, and at the time was extremely beneficial. I don't want to like accidentally bring the tone of this down. I don't want to like make this a sad, serious video, because that's not like how I am with this kind of stuff. Like, this isn't like a super sad, serious topic for me. It's more just like, this is my life, and I want it to just be chill, and like I am okay like making jokes about it. Like, it's totally, thank you, Train, it's totally not something that's like weird for me, so I don't want to accidentally bring the tone down. I'm actually still not in normal school because of mental health stuff. Like, how it manifests now is more, I can't be in like crowded places. I have a lot of executive dysfunction. I have a lot of self-care issues. Like, it's more like internal than like external. Whereas when I was younger, it was a lot more like, if I didn't like something, I would just like cry or whatever, like kids do. But now it's more, I just kind of like internalize it and get like really, really tired. But that's more how it manifests now, so I really have to be careful with like making sure that I talk to people, making sure that I eat, making sure that I take my meds and stuff like that, because I'll just forget to do that. Like, I just will go in my room and isolate and just not talk to anybody for days. In the past couple of years, I've really taken initiative to make sure that I have a support system in place. Is that dog gonna stop? To make sure that I have a support system in place of people that will, you know, like text me or like message me to make sure that I ate and drank water and took my meds, and I use apps and things. I actually use 2 different apps. I use Booster Buddy and Aloe Bud, so I would highly recommend if you are more of like a goal-oriented type person and you like want rewards. I would highly recommend Booster Buddy. If you just want reminders and like little things to like be able to check in and see if you did it, I would highly recommend Aloe Bud. I'm not sponsored by either, but if either of them wants to hit me up, please. Hello. I see a therapist weekly to just kind of like shoot the shit and like talk about my life and just how it is and how I've been doing and whatever. I've been seeing her for like 5 years. And it's really beneficial. I think there's a lot of like weird like stigma around therapy, and I want to do a whole video about therapy and like exchanges I've had with my therapist, because my therapist is hilarious. I think people go and they just think like that lying on a table like is being psychoanalyzed kind of thing when they think therapy, and that's not it at all. Like my therapist, we literally talk about like podcasts. Like last week I literally went in there and talked about the Bright sessions for like 20 minutes and like got after her for not being caught up. Like that's literally the dynamic we have. Like just having someone to talk to is so beneficial. I think when you're really in it, you don't realize how much you need someone to just like not even try and like help you, because sometimes when you're in it, like everyone, or you feel like everyone around you is trying to help you and you don't want that. So to not even like try and help you, but to just talk to you, it's really nice to have that. Another thing that's really helped me with my anxiety has actually been like meditation and mindfulness. And I know everyone that has anxiety has been asked like, oh my god, have you tried yoga? Have you tried meditation? It's like, yeah, Karen, I have. Of course I have. But like, if you can actually find something that like jives with you and isn't just like, okay, breathe in for 7 seconds and like just teaches you like 7-Eleven breathing or like something stupid like that, like it actually is beneficial. I use 2 different apps. I use RelaxMelodies, and I just found one the other day that I really, really like. I'm blanking on what it's called. Hold on. It's called Simple Habit. It's super duper easy to use. It has a really simple interface. Sorry, that's my girlfriend. But yeah, both have just courses for sleep or quick relaxation. You can do 5, 10, or 20-minute sessions, and just like you could do just like a quick check-in. And I found that to be extremely beneficial. Like if I am feeling a panic attack coming on, I'll just do a quick check-in and be like, hey, why is this happening? Like, what's going on? Like, and just taking a second to just put your earbuds in, close your eyes, focus on your breathing, and just be with yourself and see what's happening and what's going on, and feeling the emotions, validating the emotions, and not making yourself feel bad, and just letting them go and just letting them pass is very, very beneficial to me, and it might not be to you. Oh my god. Sometimes when I meditate, I'll use crystals, sometimes I don't, sometimes I just sit there, but just having something in your hands to kind of ground you is nice. But again, that's just more personal preference. I find crystals to be very nice and I like the energy, but personal preference. Everybody has one. That's just mine. But that's all I can think of for like this video. I don't want it to be super long and I don't want it to be like super serious, so I'm just gonna keep it short and sweet and just keep it whatever. I will list every app I mentioned in the description, and maybe I'll link some helpful sources down there as well for people that are struggling with anxiety or depression or whatever you got. Don't feel ashamed to talk about your mental health or to ask for help if you need it. There's no shame in any of this. We all have something, and that's the moral of the story here. You're gonna be okay. It's all gonna be okay. Hope you enjoyed, hope you're well, and till next time.